Welcome to the Forex Mastermind, the basis of Forex trading. In this session, we'll be talking about what Forex is, what's traded on the Forex market, who trades Forex, why trade Forex, when to trade Forex, and so on. So, without much delay, let's get to business. So, what is Forex? Forex is derived from the word foreign exchange. The foreign exchange market is a global, decentralized, over-the-counter market for trading currencies. Decentralization is when planning and decision making is not centered around an organization, authoritative location, or a certain group. That means the forex market is not controlled by anyone or group of people. So basically, what this simply means is that forex is the short form of foreign exchange, and the foreign market is a global decentralized market over the counter market. So that basically anybody in the world can access forex markets. Anybody at any time, at any location, no matter the risk, can access the forex market. So there's no restriction to some countries. Alright. Until next, we have what's traded in forex. On the forex market, what are basically being traded are currencies. That is, one currency is being traded against the other. For example, Euro versus USD. In Euro USD at the price of 1.056. And of course, you might see other kind of pairs like XAUSD, which stands for gold versus dollar. Gold is also seen as a form of currency. So in forex, unlike our local markets that vegetables, steaks, and rest are being sold, in the forex markets, currencies are being traded. A currency pair against the other currency pair. For example, the Great Britain pound against the US dollar, or the euro against the Great Britain pound. That's basically what I mean. So if currencies are being traded against the other. Move on to next, who trades forex? The forex market is decentralized, and prices are being quoted based on different dealers. These dealers include the major banks, EBS, medium and small banks, retail market makers, retail ECNs, hedge funds, and retail traders. Major players like the big banks, example Citi, JP Morgan, UBS, Barclays, large commercial companies, government and central banks, and the speculators. So basically, forex can be traded by anyone, me and you. We also have our big banks. The big banks also trade forex. Big companies, big industries, they trade forex. So basically, forex is kind of an international shit. Okay, moving up to the next. Why trade forex? What are the reasons for you to trade forex? Now, in forex, number one reason is that there's no exchange fee. So there's no particular fee that needs to be paid whenever you want to trade forex. Number two, there's no fixed lot size. There's no particular quantity. One will not say you need this amount of quantity. You need to always get this quantity for trade forex. You can trade with any quantity as big as you can and as small as you can. So there's no problem there. Next is the 24-hour market. The forex market is always open for 24 hours and 5 days a week. The forex market has a low transaction cost. That is, before you can get any pair, you can get it at very low transaction instead of having the high transactions. The forex market is not subject to manipulation. What that means is that it cannot be easily manipulated by anybody, any institution, and the rest. So it's not subject to manipulation. The forex market is something we call leverage. And what is leverage? Leverage is the ability to use something small to control something big. So that's the in forex market. You don't necessarily need a big capital before you can start trading forex. You can just start from anywhere using something small to control something big. The next one, we have high liquidity. That's in forex. What I'm trying to say is that you can buy and sell at the very fast rate. You can buy a currency pair and also sell a currency pair at a very fast rate. Low barriers to join. For someone who wants to join forex, there are low barriers, no document signing. Someone can just sleep and wake up and be like, oh, I want to start trading forex, and boom, you're already in market trading. That's what I mean by low barriers to join. Now in forex, there's availability of a prices account. In other words, a demo account. What that simply means that in forex, at any given point in time, you can practice. You don't really need to put in your real money before you enter into the market. For example, you want to enter into the businesses, you have to get real money. You understand? So there's no practice. There's nothing to test your skill, test your knowledge. So in forex, you have the practice account or the demo account for you to test your skill, test your knowledge, to know before putting in your real money. When can you trade forex? The forex market is traded in sessions, and it's important to know which sessions are best to trade. Even though the market is open for 24 hours, 5 days a week, it is important you learn this. Now in forex, although the market is open for 24 hours, 5 days a week, it's traded in session. During this session is when the market seems to have no volatility. That's the period in which most traders seems to be active. So the sessions are listed on the column on my right hand side of the screen, and the column is divided into two: the right hand side and left hand side. The right hand we have the sessions, and on the left hand we have the sessions, on the right hand we have the time in GMT plus 1. So if you clearly look, Sydney opens at 11 p.m. GMT plus 1 and Sydney closes by 6 a.m. GMT plus 1. Tokyo opens at 12 a.m. GMT plus 1. Tokyo closes by 9 a.m. GMT plus 1. The London session opens at 8 a.m. GMT plus 1 and it closes by 5 p.m. GMT plus 1. The New York opens at 1 p.m. and it closes at 9 p.m. Okay, moving on to the next, Forex pairs. In the Forex markets, currencies are quoted in pairs. For example, Euro USD. This simply means you have the Euro versus United States dollar. Currently, as at the time of creation of this video, Euro USD is equals to 1.0187. What that means is that for every 1 euro, you will get 1.018 USD. That's to say, in Forex, instead of the local markets in which you just get vegetables, the Forex market are quoted in pairs: Euro USD, the GBP USD, Euro GBP, NZD USD, and so on and so on. So the Forex pairs are quoted in pairs. The currencies have been quoted in pairs. You can't just trade one currency alone. They have to be quoted in pairs. Okay. So in the example given, we have Euro USD. This simply means Euro versus the US dollar. And currently, as at the time of creation, 1 Euro USD is quoted at 1.0187. That basically means you need 1.0187 US dollar to get 1 euro. And also 1 euro will get you 1.0187 US dollar. Moving on to the next, Forex pairs explain. I'm going to be explaining what it means, the Forex pair. So in a currency pair, the base currency signifies 1 unit of that currency, while the value given to the pair signifies how many of the quote currency is needed to get 1 unit of the base currency. For example, if Euro USD is equals to 1.0530, this simply means that 1 euro will give you 1.0530 USD. Because in this example, euro is the base currency and USD is the quote currency. So in this content, you can't get 1 euro if you don't have 1.053. So basically, in Euro USD, euro is the base currency and USD is the quote currency. In most scenarios, euro is the base currency is always bigger than the quote currency, and the base currency is the first currency in a currency pair, while the quote currency is the second currency in a currency pair. For example, GBP USD. The Great Britain pound has more value than the USD. So you have to get a particular number of USD for it to get 1 GBP. That simply means that GBP is the base currency and USD is the quote currency. Another example, New Zealand dollar against the USD, that's NZD USD. It's simply that in this scenario, dollar seems to have more value than NZD. Those are like extreme examples, alright? So, but basically, what we mostly see is that the base currency will always have 90% of the time, it's always bigger than the quote currency. And you have to need more of the quote currency to get this base currency. So, one of the base currency would give you more of the quote currency. In Euro USD, 1 euro will give you 1.053. So, you can clearly see that if you don't have 1.0530 USD, you can't get 1 euro. Moving on to next. Most traded currencies in the Forex market and the most traded currency pairs in the Forex market. My screen is divided into two sections. The section on my right hand side talks about the most traded currency pairs in Forex market, and on my left hand side talks about the most traded currencies. Note the difference, currencies and the currency pairs. So the most traded currency, we have the USD, which can be said to be the US dollar or buck. We have Euro, EUR, which can be said to be Euro or fiber. We have the GBP, which can be said to be the Great Britain pounds or cable. We have the AUD, which is the Australian dollar or the Aussie. We have the JPY, Japanese yen, or you can also call it yen. We have CHF, Swiss francs, or you can also call it Swissy. We have NZD, which is New Zealand dollar, or you can call it Kiwi. We have the CAD, Canadian dollar, or Loonie. So we have the initials and the main name. So instead of you pronouncing, for example, you have a pair like GBP, instead of saying Great Britain pounds, you can either call it GBP or cable. It sounds longer. You have to, the shorter form of it is there. Then also the nickname is there. So the shorter form are the initials. Instead of saying Japanese yen, you can just say JPY. It sounds more simple. I can also call it yen. So the most traded currency pairs in Forex, these are the currency pairs that most traders seem to trade most. For example, I trade also only Euro USD and GBP USD, and that's what most traders do. Okay, so the most traded currency pairs in Forex, we have the Euro USD, the GBP USD, AED USD, NZD USD, USD JPY, USD CHF, and USD CAD. So basically, the Euro USD means Euro against the US dollar. The GBP USD simply means the Great Britain pounds against the US dollar. AED USD simply means the Australian dollar against the US dollar. NZD USD simply means the New Zealand dollar against the US dollar. USD JPY simply means the US dollar against the Japanese yen. USD CHF simply means the United States dollar against the Swiss francs. Then USD CAD simply means the United States dollar against the CAD. So USD can also be said to be the United States dollar, or US dollar for short, okay? So how big is the Forex market and will it crash? These are the common questions every beginner tend to ask. How big is the Forex market and will it crash? The Forex market is the biggest financial market by daily turnover. That simply means out of all different markets, the New York stock market, the stock market, the crypto market, the Forex market is the biggest by daily turnover. Alright, so the Forex is a core part of our monetary system. It is a core part of our current monetary system, and as such, it can never go down without dragging the money system with it. So probably before Forex will crash, the whole money system will crash. Because Forex is basically trading a currency against the other currency. So someone traveling from the United States, to the United Kingdom, you have to trade your dollars to get the Great Britain pound. So that's what person is basically doing is called Forex. So before Forex would even think of crashing, the whole money system will have to go with it. Now, as of 2019, over $6.6 trillion is said to be the daily turnover in Forex. Over $6.6 trillion is said to be the daily FX turnover in 2019. But we can't be taking this number seriously, as it definitely can be more or less. Because the Forex market is decentralized, no one can really tell the size. We can all say or agree that it is this big. Because of decentralization, no one can specifically give like the size of Forex market. You cannot pinpoint the size. Like say on crypto market has been pinpointed. They can be able to say how big the crypto market is, but because of the Forex market is decentralized, so no one can say the Forex market is this big. And due to the fact that traders are coming in every day, and some traders are also stopping trading, quit trading Forex, and some also joining, we can't really agree or say the size, but we can only all agree as a team of traders and say, okay, let's assume the Forex market is $6.6 trillion big. Right, so with that, we have come to the end of this session. See you guys on the next session, which is going to be terminologies used in Forex market.